Hi everyone, welcome back to another edition of What the F Luxury, where we delve deep into the most extravagant things in the world and make you feel bad about how rich you're not. Today, we will be going over the 5 most expensive houses in the world. The top 3 laugh at houses worth only millions. Be sure to stick around to see these billion-dollar homes for yourself. Now, before we get to it, hit that subscribe button and the fine things in life might just be in your future after all. Honorable mention, Villa Leopold. Let's start off with one who barely missed the cut, but we just couldn't leave out. Villa Leopold. This nearly 200-year-old mansion in the south of France was once the most expensive house listed on the market when Italian drinks company David Campari Milano listed it for $413 million back in 2017. The house is located in Saint-Jean-Cap-Ferrat, a seaside village in the French Riviera that has earned the nickname the Peninsula of Billionaires, where it is said that there are almost too many billionaires to count. Wow, talk about hanging out with the right crowd. This luxurious home once belonged to royalty when Belgian King Leopold II bought it in 1904 to basically retire there. Ah, what a life. He would live there until he passed in 1924, but not before he would finish building one of the most beautiful private gardens in Europe. With more than 35 acres and a total of 20 greenhouses that feature 15,000 rare tropical species, this garden truly is a wonder to see. The house was then sold to the Marnier-La Pastole family, who harvested the bitter oranges of the estate to flavor the liqueur they created, Grand Marnier. Wow, what a history this house has! This spacious 18,000 square foot house boasts 14 bedrooms, a bronze statue of Athena who stands guard at the front entrance, a ballroom, concierge, a chapel, an Olympic-sized swimming pool, and a stable for 30 horses to top it all off. A horse for every day of the month? How sweet. The house now belongs to Ukraine's richest man, billionaire Rinat Akhmetov, who is apparently making upgrades that will make the house be worth over $450 million. Number 4. Villa La Leopolda. Coming in at number 4 is this historic French mansion registered as a heritage site on the French Riviera. Valued at $750 million in 2008, this 20-acre estate was once owned by and named after King Leopold II of Belgium. The villa was given to his mistress, Blanche Zella Josephine Delacroix. If this is what the mistress got, where was the queen living? It's a hard life having affairs with royalty. Later, the villa was passed on to King Albert I and was used as a military hospital for the duration of World War I. The house passed between different owners after this until finally being bought by Brazilian banker Edmond Safra and his wife Lily. The Safras were renowned for throwing large, extravagant parties at the villa. In order to show off their extravagant lifestyle, the Safras went above and beyond, hiring private chefs, flying in fresh tulips from Holland, orchestras from California, and pianists from the UK. And this, my friends, is why we have global warming. The really sickening part of this whole thing? This wasn't even where the Safra family lived. Instead, they opted for a penthouse apartment in neighboring Monaco. Oh, to have choices like that. In 2008, the villa was bought by Russian billionaire Mikhail Prokhorov. Prokhorov tried to pull out of the sale after he suffered badly in the 2008 financial crisis. It was too late, however. French courts ruled against him and he was forced to continue to deal. The mansion itself is made up of 19 bedrooms, 14 bathroom terraces, 12 pools, a movie theater, bowling alley, and many sports courts. All we can think about is the cleaning bill. The grounds also include almost 8 hectares of lemon, orange, and olive trees which need more than 50 workers to help upkeep them. Fans of Alfred Hitchcock may recognize this famous location as the set of his 1995 movie To Catch a Thief. Number 3. Astana Nurul Eiman Palace. Now, if properties worth mere millions don't float your boat, we are in the big leagues now, the Billionaire Club. Worth a staggering $1.5 billion, the Astana Nurul Eiman Palace holds the title in the Guinness World Book of Records as being the largest residential palace. Measuring at over 2 million square feet, the palace is built on the edges of the Brunei River and is home to the Sultan of Brunei. Designed by Filipino architect Leandro V. Locsin and British interior designer Kuan Chu, the palace contains 1,788 rooms, 257 bathrooms, a 5,000-people banqueting hall, mosque, 110-car garage, and 5 swimming pools. You would certainly need a guidebook to help navigate around this one. Speaking of guidebooks, the palace is open to visitors for a short time each year during Hari Raya al-Fitr, at the end of Ramadan. Visitors from Brunei and around the world who are desperate to get a nosy inside this lavish palace often queuing for hours to see inside the beautiful gold-laden residence. The palace also has air-conditioned stables for 200 horses. Who would have thought that Brunei royal horses deserve air conditioning when most Brits don't have it? Number 2. Antilia Tower. Just missing out on the top spot is the Antilia Tower in Mumbai, India. Named after a mythical island, Antilia is a 400,000 square foot, 27-story residence built to withstand earthquakes at level 8 of the Richter scale. Home to business billionaire Mukesh Ambani and his family, the building is hailed as being the tallest single-family house in the world, although it does include room for 600 staff, of course. While most mega-rich families own multiple homes, Antilia Tower is the only residence of the Ambani family. How humble of them. This building does not come without controversy, however, with the land the tower is built on once belonging to an orphanage housing over 60 orphans. The land, which was allocated for the purpose of education of underprivileged children, was sold to one of Ambani's businesses in 2005, despite the sale being opposed by local authorities. Ambani then received a no objection certificate costing him around $22,000, mere pennies for him, and building commenced. Even so, knowing that the multi-billion-dollar megastructure was once the site of an orphanage does leave a sour taste in your mouth. Valued in 2020 at $2 billion, the home includes a mega temple, salon, ice cream parlor, movie theater, health center, swimming pool, ballroom, and 3 helipads, meaning the billionaire family rarely had to go outside and mix with normal people. Thank goodness. What else could Ambani include to make his home even more ridiculously extravagant? Why, a snow room, of course. The snow room creates a wintry atmosphere by producing snowflakes from the walls. If the family did want to leave their luxury abode, they can travel in style, choosing one of their cars from their 6 floors of garages, which can accommodate up to 168 cars. Mechanical trouble? No need to go anywhere else. The Mumbai property also includes a car service station on the 7th floor. They really did think of everything. Number 1. Buckingham Palace. So, we have already looked at positions number 5 to number 2 in our list of the world's most expensive houses, and it leads us to wonder, what kind of person lives on our number 1 spot? Of course, it has to be the Queen. Located in Westminster in London, Buckingham Palace is the official London residence of Queen Elizabeth II. Estimated at around $2.9 billion, the palace was built in 1703 by architect William Wynd. It started off as a large townhouse for the Duke of Buckingham and was later bought by King George III in 1761 as a private residence for Queen Charlotte. 3 wings and a central courtyard were added on in the 19th century, and in 1837, it became home to the famous Queen Victoria. During World War II, the palace was nearly destroyed, having suffered 9 German bomb attacks, including one landing on the palace chapel. What a close call! The palace itself features 775 rooms and spans over 39 acres of land. The longest room is the Grand Ballroom, which sits at 36.6 meters long and is often used to host events. The garden of the palace holds the title of being the biggest garden in London and features a tennis court and a helicopter landing pad. One must have one's own helicopter if one lives in one's own palace, after all. The palace is often described as a mini-city due to its vast array of amenities within the complex, including a police station, post office, cinema, and health clinic, as well as staff accommodation. Perhaps the most famous section of the palace nowadays is the palace balcony, where the family can gather and wave to their royal subjects on special occasions. Who can forget the famous Kate and Will's kiss from this spot? Due to the high-profile nature of this building, it is protected heavily by the famous Queen's Guard. Every day, the soldiers have a changing of the guard ceremony, which happens at 10:45 a.m. and is a famous public attraction. If the guards fail and the royal family needs to flee the palace, There are rumors of secret underground tunnels underneath the structure that connect it to other parts of London. And that concludes our list of the 5 most expensive houses in the world. Comment down below which one you would most like to live in and why. Once again, like and subscribe to What the F Luxury to receive updates and view the latest videos on luxury living and lifestyle around the planet. It's good to dream.